Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Gullit. Gerrard. That's a decent clearance. Stood up well to him there. He is through here. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Seedorf. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard. And it's Cruyff. Played into space. And he welcomes it in. And it's played in. Cruyff. He's having a hit! Chiellini gets it clear. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. The Netherlands, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Pelé, looking for the run. And this is Gullit. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Hoeneß receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Guendouzi conjures time and space where few can.
Pau really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And a chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Cruyff deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Chiellini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hoeneß going forward. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. And they can counter here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chiellini. And it's Nesta. Nesta. And it's Gullit. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Seedorf. Knocks it into space. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's in on goal. Gerrard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cruyff. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Seedorf. Gerrard. For Lahm. Lahm delivers with wit. He leaps! Oh, he's hit the bar! Nice control. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's very neat. Henderson clears it away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de souhaiter un excellent anniversaire au gardien du stade. Changement. Le numéro 12. À sa place,
And here is the first touch of the second half.
The Netherlands really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
That is lovely. And it's Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Pau have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off.
Just about within shooting range. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hoeneß, good driving run. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. The Netherlands still this single goal behind. And the counter is on. Oh, he's burst through. Maradona. This might spell danger. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. And it's Maradona. No, again there's no way through. It's a searching pass. Costa Curta. Now it's Gullit. He's found a way through. Gullit. This is promising. Goes for a shot! Lahm clears without hesitation. Guendouzi. Hoeneß producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's good running with the ball. And here's Gullit. This is a promising build-up. Knocks it out wide, and it's Gerrard. Opts to Gullit! Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Pau are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gerrard. Now he's got space here. That's an excellent interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Gullit. Not the most accurate pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Marcelo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. Pele. Now it's Gullit. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard. And here's Gullit. And it's Gerrard. Gives it back.
The Netherlands are certainly now looking like...
He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Changement. Le numéro 9.
Pau with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Le numéro 4. Le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 24. Eto'o. Le numéro 10.
Just 5 minutes
Luis
left.
Suarez. Le numéro 13.
He's well positioned here. And he
Le
shoots!
numéro 19.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chance here to counter. Bebeto picks it up out wide. Seedorf. Messi looking for the run.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Jordan Henderson. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Flamengo have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well,
Vieri! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Rodri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Jordan Henderson. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bale. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Pullet. Looking for options for movement. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The Netherlands still without a single shot on target. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Hullet. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. Play towards the front line. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos, never out of the action for very long. And it's Bale. Hullet. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chiellini. Now Costa Curta. Rivaldo. Guendouzi.
Flamengo really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Vieri. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Pele, Isco, and a chance! Goal, the Netherlands! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's a little off target. Not much subtlety about that challenge. The Netherlands leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Isco. Now it's Pele. And this is Hullet. Pele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. The Netherlands coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
The Netherlands leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
The Netherlands can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Cafu. It's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desailly gets across to intercept that. Rodri. Now it's Vieri. Vieri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Rivaldo. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Hullet. It's played through for him. And that's a sharp finish. Flamengo are level. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That has been cut short. Bale. That's a good run down the left. He has found the way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Camisa 14. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
It's loose
Camisa
and there's a
7.
race for the ball.
Camisa 27. Substituição em andamento.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Rodri. The Netherlands do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Desailly is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Bale. And he's gone searching crossfield. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he latch on to this? And that has been cleared.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Romario. He is through here. Desailly demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Pele, and the shot! Goal, the Netherlands! And they get themselves in front!
Romario really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
The Netherlands leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And this is Van Basten.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's found a way through. Totti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Tonali. Maradona. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 13. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 23.
Romario,
Camisa
and that's a
9.
good ball. And the finish! And there's a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Piercing, Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Jordan Henderson. Bebeto. Oh, that's fabulous. Tonali. That's very neat.
Teremos 5 minutos de
Sprint
acréscimo.
to the right.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. Thinks about the shot. And he's certainly onside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's beautifully weighted. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It's a really well-measured ball. Bojan Krkic makes a move down the right. Jordan Henderson. And there goes the final whistle. The Netherlands are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.